of San Francisco, a Quinn Martin production. Starring Carl Malden. Also starring Michael Douglas. With guest stars Nicholas Colasanto, Victor French, Anthony Caruso, Harry Rhodes. Tonight's episode, Death Watch.
Sure it's the voltage regulator?
Yeah, I checked all the wiring. The lights are all out. Pumps, horn, the whole system's out. Hey, Louis, remember the last time we lost the regulator?
Yeah. 47, wasn't it?
No. The winter of 48.
Yeah. I'll never forget it. The sea was running so heavy we had to fish uphill.
Yeah, we lost 300 feet of line on both outriggers.
Yeah, remember that crummy company took it out of our paychecks at retail? Eh, it was a lousy company boat anyway.
I know, Lou. Well, listen, look at the good side of it, right? At least we own this one.
Joe, look, dead ahead! No running lights, idiots! What are you doing? It's immigration!
It's a fisherman. Put that thing down.
Rich, you really got a good look.
The friendship. Roselli and Peturo.
What are we gonna do about it?
We'll figure out something. All right, andale. Come on, pronto.
Come on, andale. Andale.
Yeah. What is it?
Take a look.
So we caulk 'em.
That was Reggie Norris out there with those guys. How did they come off taking a shot at us?
Oh, come on, Joe. They froze up, that's all. They weren't trying to kill anybody. Let it lay. Come on, let's hose down.
What right they got shooting at us, running aliens? What right?
Joe, we talked about it and we agreed, right? Now, there's not much damage to the boat and nobody was hurt. Forget it. I tell you what. Why don't you take a walk over to Paco's with that crummy voltage regulator and get one that won't get us into any trouble? Come on.
Okay.
And Joe.
Yeah?
Don't let him sell you a new one. Get a rebuild.
Okay.
Your lights. You know, you guys ought to carry a double system. That way you lose your voltage regulator, your batteries, you switch over to a backup set. See, that way you don't get in no trouble.
Me and Joe ain't in no trouble. We don't want to know anything about yours.
Yeah, but you do, you know. So where is Joe? He, making a phone call, maybe?
Buying a voltage regulator.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's calling immigration.
Get off this boat.
Oh, we'll wait around for Joe to come back. If you don't come back with a regulator, we know where we stand, right?
Get off this boat. You two guys want to run aliens, that's your business. Me and Joe don't want to know anything about it. And we don't want you around here, so get off this boat.
Put the gaff down, Lou.
Get off this boat!
He's gone.
Yeah, the boots. His boots took him down. All right, let's get out of here. Too late, pal. Now, there's no reason for both of you to feed the fishies. All right?
Well, the bullet didn't kill him. I guess the impact broke his shoulder and knocked him into the bay.
And his boots filled with water. Once he was in, he may as well have been wearing some men's shoes.
He hadn't been in the water more than a few hours. I suppose I can't rush the report through. You have a name?
Yeah, Louis Roselli. It's a positive ID from his partner, Petruro. Joe Petruro.
Louis Roselli.
Is he the one who called in about the shots?
Says he didn't.
When was the last time you saw your partner, Mr. Petruro?
Last night. We got in about 11, 11:30. We were late getting in, and Lou said he'd wash down, and I went home.
Is that how it usually goes? You take turns washing down?
No, I just didn't feel good, and I went home.
Well, how long were you and Mr. Roselli partners?
27 years this coming April.
The fishing fleet goes out early and comes in early. What kept you out so late?
The electrical system went out. We lost our voltage regulator, and all our batteries went dead.
Do you carry a gun aboard?
What are you talking about? What gun? We don't need no gun aboard. Now, wait a minute. Listen, what are you saying? That I shot Lou or something?
You're way out of line, mister.
It's my father's best friend. If he had been there, Dad wouldn't be dead.
Now, wait a minute. I'm Lieutenant Sezon, and this is Inspector Keller. Are you his son?
This is Lou's boy, Angelo. Angie, I don't know what to say. I know how you feel, but...
He's your best friend. Over 30 years. We'll both miss him. Mama knows. Someone from the fuel dock called the house. Joe, she needs you.
Angie, I can't come by now. The lieutenant and the inspector there, they got questions to ask, and I gotta stick around. I just gotta stick around. I'll come by later, okay?
Go ahead. We'll talk later.
Joe, come on.
Now, that's the part people don't think about, buddy boy. The survivors, the widows, the children. Well, come on. We've got work to do. Let's check it out.
Mike? Look at this.
Yeah, the voltage regulator's been pulled. That part of the story checks.
Well, this is the one I'm worried about. Look at this. 2 brushes, and even with the rain, there's a heavy salt residue.
2 brushes, 2 men, is that it?
They say they didn't have time to wash down.
Could be. They came in, and Joe decided he wasn't feeling too good.
So Lou went to get the voltage regulator repaired instead. He comes back. What?
And could be that he broke this gaff hook over somebody. Somebody with a gun.
I'll get the lab for prints and pictures.
Come on, I want to show you something.
Right. Well, that didn't come from the dock, that's for sure.
No, from high. Didn't happen here.
Yeah. So where do you think? Out at sea? Maybe under the bridge.
And when, buddy boy? Last month, last week? Or last night? Hey, when the lab gets here, have them lift this section around the slugs. I want to know the type of weapon, the caliber, and how long that lead has been in that planking.
Right. Maybe that'll tell us something Proturo didn't.
What, you make him a liar because of those 2 deck brushes instead of 1?
Well, not so much that, but the look I saw in his eyes when he confronted Angela.
Oh, you didn't read any grief in him, huh?
Oh, yeah, I read grief. Also read a lot of guilt.
Is that right?
Oh, come on, you thought the same thing because I saw the look in your eyes when you saw Proturo.
Bronze? I really don't know. Mr. Shaw, a moment, please. They killed him, Joe. They killed Lou.
I'm here, Ruthie. I'll do all I can.
We both will.
My God, my God. They killed Lou. Do we want a bronze or what?
What bronze?
We have to make arrangements. I don't know about these things. Please, Joe.
Joe, could you please, for us, talk to the man? You went through it once with Mary.
But I don't know about that insurance stuff. Listen, Ruthie, listen, I want you to know we're still partners, you know, on the boat. I'll run it, and we'll split everything 50-50, okay?
I don't care about that, Joe. We gotta take care of Lou. We gotta... Please, tell him. Tell him bronze with handles, an organist.
Hello? No, sir, I don't know about the insurance. I'm Lou's partner on the boat. Oh, I see. This is Mr. Shaw. Yes, Mr. Shaw. I'm Joe Proturo. Yeah, well, I'll try, sure, but we want the best for Lou, you know?
Okay, here's your change. And listen, I'm sorry, gee, I'm sorry about them lures, but I'll have them in for you next week. That's my guarantee. You can come in, you'll be sure to get them. Sorry about the interruption, but, you know, customer's always right.
That's all right.
Tell me, you were saying?
Well, I was just saying that it seemed like Joe and Lou were brothers.
Brothers? You got a brother? You know, I got a brother in Cleveland. I see him maybe once every 5 years. No, they were better than brothers. They were friends. They were real good friends. Hey, wait a minute. Are you thinking that Joe pulled the plug on Lou? Oh, I'm telling you, there's no way.
Let me ask you something, Mr. LaMotta. When the fishing boats come in at night...
Afternoon.
Excuse me, afternoon. They unload the fish right away, don't they?
They pull in at the wholesaler's docks offload, yeah.
Now, do they get paid in cash then?
You're thinking that Lou got knocked off for the catch money? Anyhow, Lou and Joe didn't get any fish last night. They come in empty, I heard. Happens.
Yeah.
Hey, you know anything about the fleet? About the fishermen?
Not really, no.
Let me get you another cup of coffee. I'll tell you all about it.
That's all right. Forget about the coffee, okay?
It's on the house. What the heck?
Yeah. As soon as the parts come in, I'll let you know, okay? If you want to hear something bad about Joe Porturo, you're going to have to hear it someplace else.
I'm not trying to rap anybody. I'm just trying to find out if one of them brought in a voltage regulator.
Joe said they did?
Paco, you're the only ship chandlery on the wharf.
So?
So, you sell supplies, you pump diesel fuel and gas all day, and at night you work over your bench rebuilding equipment. Now, you tell me, Paco, where would somebody bring a bum voltage regulator?
It's on the bench. Joe brought it in, traded it for a rebuild.
So how you doing?
Pretty good. Paco here was just about to show me the regulator that Joe brought in.
Sure, regulator's a regulator.
Could it have been Jimmy? Or shorted?
Burned out. Died of natural death.
Well, what time did he come in last night?
I'll say 11:30.
You remember if he was wearing his boots?
His boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had him on. Why?
Just curious.
Well, now, we appreciate it, Paco. Knowing how you feel about cops.
Look, I never said anything about...
Paco, look. Steve and I, we're not rousting you or Joe. We think you're a couple of pretty nice guys. So was Lou Roselli. He was a nice guy. But now he's dead. And we're trying to find out why. We're not working against Joe. We're working for Lou Roselli. Do you understand that?
Sure. Okay.
Let me give you my card. In case you can fit anything else together, you know where to get me.
You bet.
Well, what's with the boots?
Had a cram course about the fishing fleet with a cafe owner. He was telling me most of the guys wear the boots while they're working, and they take them off just before they go home. So I checked the gear locker of the Friendship, and Joe's boots were there.
Well, if he was wearing them like Paco said, then he must have gone back to the boat.
Could be. I mean, he saw something. You want to ask him? He's right there.
I sure do. But I think I'd like to get a look at my whole card first. Let's find out what ammunition we can get from the lab in the corner.
Right.
Where's your mother?
She's still at the funeral parlor. I couldn't take any more for a while, so I figured I'd come down here and help you.
Well, don't you think you should be with her? Huh?
Yeah. Maybe later. What do you say we do, Joe?
Well, you can watch if you want to. I got to plug a couple of holes there up on the pilot house and do some electrical work.
Joe, you told Mom that you were still partners with Dad.
That's right. We split the catch money right down the middle, same as before. Why?
Well, we talked it over. We can't do it.
Can't do what?
It's charity. I figure I'll drop out of school for a year and come down and work on the boat.
Drop out of school?
Just for a year, Joe.
But that's not what your father wanted for you, Angie. Not a stinking fishing boat with 20 hours a day and sleeping in wet clothes.
It was good enough for Dad.
No, it wasn't good enough for your father, Angie. Your father was better than this. He's better than me. I have no right to even mention his name. If it was me facing them with that gaff hook, we'd still be alive.
Joe, what do you mean? What gaff hook?
Angie, I'm going to make a promise to you before God. It won't make up for what happened, but I'm going to try.
Joe, what are you talking about?
Never mind. I know what I got to do now, and I got a way to do it.
.223 caliber, fired from an automatic weapon. I'd say an AR-15.
AR-15?
An Army automatic rifle.
Mm-hmm. You also wanted us to run the slug for salt deposits?
Yeah.
None. No salt residue in the crater or on the lid.
And it couldn't have been on the boat very long.
Not more than a few hours. I also found some wool fibers in the splintered part of the gaff hook. Haven't identified them yet, though.
Well, now the coroner gave us the bullet in Lou Roselli as a .32 caliber. That would make it a handgun.
An AR-15 and a handgun. 2 different weapons shot at 2 separate times around the same boat.
Within a few hours.
Yeah. I'd like to know where that boat had been.
The Farallon Islands. It's part of my crash course at the cafe.
Oh, I see.
Salmon run either off the Farallon Islands or near Point Reyes. Now, LaMotta said Lou mentioned a 3-hour trip. That'd be the Farallon Islands, 28 miles offshore.
So the boat got hit somewhere around the islands?
Yeah.
Too far. We found heavy salt residue around the bullet hole, 0 residue in the crater. And the boat couldn't have taken on much CO spray after the bullet hit.
So then the shooting took place somewhere between the island and the wharf?
There was nothing out there between the islands and the city.
You got a lot of water and some boats.
Boats? Boats. Nighttime. They lost their lights. I wonder what could happen out at sea that would get you shot at.
Could be a fishing boat with a foreign flag in territorial waters.
Drug runners.
Yeah. Smuggling. Yeah, let me check with the Narcs and Coast Guard about that one.
I try customs, too.
Right.
Immigration, FBI. See if they've had any traffic.
Smuggling. I like that one. That might be it.
I knew you would.
Hey, Joe, how are you? Hey, this is just supposed to be a talk, Joe. Or do you want it otherwise?
Yes. I told you you wouldn't go to the cops.
Yeah. And I know keeping Lou's family alive is very important to you. Well, you see, Joe, we're worried about conscience. I mean, that could get in our way. So just in case, like insurance, we're going to include you in.
We're going to need your boat, Joe. We need you to make a run for us.
I'm not going to help you. What do you think I am?
Well, I think we both know the answer to that, don't we, Joe? Come on, wise up. You don't want to die. I mean, otherwise, Lou'd still be alive, right? Huh?
Hey, what's up? Steve,
Yeah.
You call a Supervisor Delgado from Immigration?
Yeah, did he call back?
He's right there.
Peter.
Hi, Steve.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. You got something?
Well, it's kind of iffy, but it may fit. We picked up a girl on a routine sweep. She was working as a domestic on Russian Hill. Her name is Eugenia Rodriguez. Eugenia to you. And she speaks English. When she wants to. She said something to her matron about coming in by boat from Ensenada, and then she clammed up. Now, it could be your fishing boat theory. Transferring from a boat that has to have customs clearance to one that doesn't. Anyway, somebody's dragging down a small fortune exploiting these girls.
Yeah, I've seen the reports. Could I talk to her?
Sure. Hey, let me get a refill, and then I'll give you a thumbnail on her before you start, huh? Now, look, the backstory may not be Eugenia Rodriguez's, but I can guarantee you that it's typical. She gathered together all the money she and her family had, maybe $400 or $500, and somebody took it and got her across the border, or in by boat, if your hunch is correct. Then she was handed over to a fly-by-night domestic service and hired out for some peanut salary, and scared her into kicking back part of that. That's Eugenia Rodriguez.
A pack of cigarettes?
Hmm?
Pack of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Pronto, move it. Come on. Hurry up. Está bien. Vámonos. Come on, come on. Move it. Come on, vámonos, vámonos. Come on, come on. Faster, come on, come on.
All right, come on, move it. Vámonos, rapido. Come on.
All right, get him loaded on the truck. I'll just Snyder. We're ready to shove off.
Move it, come on, rapido. Move. Come on, move. Get him in a truck, move.
Come in.
Ready to shove off, Mr. Snyder.
There's 8 in the truck, leaves 8 in the loft.
And there's 16 offshore on the Seraph. Red, you're tying up my boat.
I'll be off by tomorrow night, okay?
2 trips in one day?
One trip, 2 boats.
Where'd we get another boat?
The Friendship. Roselli and Paturo's barge.
What?
Everything's gonna work out all right. Paturo's scared to death. We've been looking around for another boat, now we got it.
Reg, one word to the police.
Believe me, he's in our pocket. We leaned on him and he folded. You talk about scared, Mr. Snyder. Joe Paturo is the original Yellowtail.
You're not going to do much fishing in that outfit.
I've been to church.
I see you got your voltage regulator back. You left it unlocked. I guess you've got a lot on your mind. Lou getting killed, the boat offshore, the automatic rifle.
What automatic rifle?
Well, I notice you already caulked up the bullet holes. How did they get there, Joe? What did you see out there? Your lights were gone. You ran into something you weren't supposed to see, isn't that right? So they took a couple of shots at you. Later, the same men got here on the wharf and they killed Lou Roselli. Isn't that just about what happened?
I can't help you, Lieutenant.
Why? Joe. Lou Roselli broke a gaff hook over somebody wearing a black wool sweater. Right here. Right on this deck. The lab chief found some fibers on a broken shaft. You radioed me 10 minutes ago. Black wool, domestic. There was some seawater on it. What did you guys run into out there, Joe? Smugglers? Dope runners? What are you scared of?
I'm not scared of nothing.
I'm a cop, Joe. And I say you're scared. I see it, I sense it, I smell it. I don't know what it is that's got you scared, but why don't you let me help you? I'd like to help you if I can.
We were out there running without lights. We come upon this private boat smack dead in the water. She didn't have any lights on either. They started shooting at us.
For no reason, they started shooting at you?
No. They were unloading, offloading.
Offloading what?
Illegals, aliens.
Did you recognize the people? Could you get the name off the boat?
Nothing more I can tell you, Lieutenant.
Okay. Okay, Joe. How about later? Where were you then?
I was up on the wharf.
What did you see?
I saw them kill Lou. They shot him and he drowned, and I hid because I was afraid they'd kill me, too. A man lives to be almost 50 years old, but he never knows what he'll do when he sees death.
Nobody wants to walk into a gun, Joe. So don't blame yourself.
Who else is there?
The men that were here, can you describe them? Give me something to go on, Joe.
I didn't see them.
Joe, don't hold back on me.
Look, Lieutenant, I just told you the worst thing one man can tell another. That I'm a coward and I let my best friend die.
Joe, don't hold back.
There's nothing more I can tell you, Lieutenant.
Here, and here. All on railroad spurs or sidings. Now, that includes maybe 200 separate structures, Steve.
All right, we got a warehouse. It was vacant. And you said that you heard trains?
Very close.
Well, was there any sort of schedule?
Un tiempo regular que pasaron los trenes.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Somebody call for a cop?
Well, I called for one about half an hour ago, but you know they're never around when you need them.
Well, here I am. Hello, Pete.
Hi, Mike. Oh, Lieutenant Stone, Eugenia Rodriguez. Eugenia. Hello.
Hello, senor.
Oh, Mike. Warehouses. Steve has been talking to Miss Rodriguez, and I think he's got the leak we've been looking for.
Good. How does it read?
I think we got everything but the holding point. Now, Eugenia came up from Ensenada on a privately owned yacht with 20 other women from all over South America. She was transferred during the night to a fishing boat, then brought into the city. She was hired sight unseen by some family in Russian Hill. Has to kick back half of her first 6 months' salary to, what is it, the Bayside Domestic Service?
Yeah. We ran it down. It's run by some guy by the name of Victor Snyder. We never heard of him.
Check him through R&I?
Yeah, we're working on that. But what Pete and I are really concentrating on is this warehouse. It seems to be the holding and dispersal point for the whole outfit.
Makes sense. Joe just told me that what he and Lou Roselli saw were offloading of aliens. Miss Rodriguez, can you describe the men that were on the boats or in the warehouse?
Describe? No.
Well, was one of them wearing a sweater, a black sweater?
Oh, yes. The big one.
Do you know his name?
No me acuerdo. No. We didn't see them very much. We were in the bottom of the big boat.
How long were you in the warehouse?
7 days.
7 days.
Well, where did you sleep?
We slept on the floor. We sat on boxes.
What kind of boxes were they?
Just little boxes. There were many boxes piled against the wall. All the same.
All the same. Have to be like crates.
Crates.
Vegetable, fruit, something.
Oranges.
There was a label on the box, on the end of the box, a label.
A name?
Del Oro. Golden oranges.
Golden oranges.
Many crates.
Lee. Yep. See if you can get the last address of the warehouse for the distributor who handles Del Oro oranges.
Okay.
Should be down around Kingman. We appreciate it very much.
Bueno, está bien.
Thank you very much.
Adios.
Adios, senor.
Well, she goes back to Mexico now, huh?
Yeah, and without the 400 or 500 she paid to get here. Not a very happy ending, is it?
No. The minute we get a warrant, we're going to hit that warehouse. What are you doing?
A letter for Miss Rodriguez.
Pete, what is it worth to you to have $1 million immigration ring handed to you? Hey, you're a hard act to follow. That break came just in time for Joe. In another day or two, he would have been talking himself into murder or suicide.
Yo, Paco!
What do you say, Joe?
Paco.
What would you take?
About 50 gallons of diesel in each tank. That should do it. And some gas, huh?
For the skip? Sure. What would it be? 1 gallon, 2 gallons?
About 50.
50 gallons of gasoline for a diesel engine boat? Oh, come on, Joe. What's a gag?
It's no gag, Paco. I promised one of those pleasure boat skippers on the islands I'd haul a load out to him. Really save him a trip in, you know?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Now, the warehouse is at 5303 Kingman Street. Pete here promised us a van from immigration. We'll supply the rest.
I've alerted the department.
Mike?
Yes?
Mike, that warehouse is leased by the same guy that owns the domestic service, Victor Snyder.
Anything from R&I?
Well, he's clean except for a speeding ticket about 2 months ago.
What's the punchline?
The arrest was logged by the harbor police. He was driving a 60-foot yacht at the time.
Good. You going out alone, Joe?
Yeah.
There are many guys around. You ought to take one of them with you.
It's okay. I'll be working close to Norris.
Norris? Oh, Joe, he's nobody to be throwing in with.
It's okay. Here you go, Pac.
Joe, you don't have to. I can put it on your tab.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Pac.
What's with a handshake after all these years? Are you going to the moon or something?
It's nothing, Pac. You're a good friend, and I just think you should tell people every now and then. Okay?
Okay, Joe.
So long, Pac.
So long.
Stakeout. Move in. Sheet, 2 men front door. Hold it. Put it down. Your name's Snyder? Victor W. Snyder?
It is, and I would like to see counsel.
Oh, sure. You're gonna need it.
Inspector Keller.
just picked up an urgent over the box. The lieutenant is to call a Paco Escobar at the wharf. It's about Joe Portero.
Right, thanks.
Esquivel.
Paco, Mike Stone.
Lieutenant, I didn't know whether to call you or just let it ride. Joe Portero just should cancel me. Sort of like saying goodbye. He bought 50 gallons of gasoline.
Yeah, go on.
The Friendship, his boat. It's a diesel, not gasoline powered. And he said he was going out all by himself. He'd be working near a guy named Reg Norris.
Who's Reg Norris?
Oh, some operator. Works off the wharf, near Joe.
Just a minute, Paco. Do you know a Reg Norris?
I don't have to answer that question.
You just did. Paco, I think we just made the connection. Yeah, where did Joe go?
He went out. First Norris, then Joe. About almost an hour ago.
Well, where is he now?
I have no idea, Lieutenant.
All right. Thanks. We'll talk to you later. Now, there's enough gasoline on Joe's boat to turn it into a Roman candle. And I think he's looking for your yacht. Now, how do we radio it? Mr. Snyder, he's going to ram your boat.
So where's Snyder's boat, huh? Look, we're not talking about an immigration rap. This is a homicide, all right? So where is it?
I don't know, honest. Look, I was only out there once at night.
How far?
Oh, hour and a half, maybe. On the way to the Farallands, I think. There's 16 women on her. I know that.
My Coast Guard's got one of those ACV rescue units.
Let's get on that box. Tell them to hold on. Take them over.
Doug Blair. Right this way, sir. Doug Blair. Right this. Take a seat. Get buckled in. As soon as you're ready, we'll get underway. Radar, we all clear for takeoff. Understand we're on a south by southwest of the fair line?
We think so. We'd like to talk to Joe Portero. Is there any way?
We could give it a try. What's the name of the vessel?
The Friendship.
Friendship. Fishing vessel Friendship. Fishing vessel Friendship. This is Coast Guard 422. Coast Guard 422. Come in, Friendship. Fishing vessel Friendship. Fishing vessel Friendship. This is Coast Guard 422. He's not monitoring.
Can I try it? Coast Guard 422. The Friendship.
Joe, this is Mike Stone. Listen to me, Joe. Friendship, come in.
Joe! How fast is this thing going?
Fast. Give me a reading on the crash position.
Two of the blips are about side by side now. That means Norris's boat and the yacht.
How close is the friendship to those two?
About 2 miles. How far are we from the friendship?
About double that.
Where's Petero?
I'll bring her alongside. You want to talk to him on the bullhorn, Lieutenant?
Bring it in closer! Closer!
Joe! Turn it around! Get off the boat, Joe! Nobody else is supposed to get hurt! Turn it around, Joe! Damn it! There are 16 women on that boat. Norris Coast Guard! Careful, man! Let's get out of here! Come on, come on!
Get down off the bridge! Arriba, arriba!
$1.65, $1.70.
Right. Have a good day, and don't bring back no anchovies.
No anchovies.
Hey, Joe, you got company.
Hey, Lieutenant. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hello, Inspector. How are you?
Good, good.
What brings you guys out at this hour?
That 89-cent breakfast. Also, we wanted to find out how Enrico's putting up with you.
Yeah, well, he has to, you know. He's big and strong and dumb like Lou and me. Eats like a crew of 6, but he's a good kid. He's gonna be fine. Rico, can you stop eating long enough to get the boat ready to cast off?
So how's Angelo?
He's great, just great. He's back in school, gonna be a lawyer. Lou really would have been proud of him. He's gonna work his summer vacations on the boat with Rico and me. But what could I tell him, right? He's still half owner.
Listen, with a lawyer in the family, what's to argue?
Joe, have a good catch.
You too, fellas. Hey, and, thanks, all right?
All right.
All right. So where's this big 89-cent breakfast I hear so much about, huh? You order it, I'll buy.
You'll buy?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm not going to have no 89-cent breakfast. Come here, about a
Oh,
block
now
and a
wait
half
one
down
second.
there.
Why
You
you
can
stopping
sit
just
down,
because I'm
wait,
ordering
just
it?
come on.
This is ridiculous.
Double orange juice.
You're paying for it. We have 89 cents. Now I pay for it.
Riding on the waves of light, in a world of endless dreams, where legends rise and heroes fight, forging destiny's gleams. Through the circuits and the code, in this realm of cyber might, we blaze a trail of courage bold to conquer every bite. We're the guardians of dreams in this virtual domain, marching through the circuits, our spirits never wane. Through quests and mighty battles, our legacy we'll claim. In this symphony of gaming, we'll etch our vibrant name. In the realm of echoes, where the shadows speak, whispers in the silence, secrets that we seek. Through the blazing fire, we'll rise from the fall. With courage unbroken, we heed the inner call. We're the warriors of time in this digital domain, marching through the circuits in this electric rain. Through the trials and battles, we'll claim our fame. In this symphony of pixels, we etch our name. In the cosmic symphony